Happy Friday. I'm joking. Anyway, guys, so I just came back from my work. I'm about to do it's what's the time now? It's 8:57. I still have time. I want to do like my chores. I'm yet to like do chores, but just a few. I don't have a lot to do. And then there's so much of studying that I have to do. I just have so much, and I have assignment. I have so much to do, so I decided to like make this video right now that I have time before I get into everything else, because normally I do this, I come from my work and then I decide to do the things I'm supposed to do, and then I'm like, I'll just shower and then do makeup and then record a video, and then I know normally just end up not doing the video because most of the time I'm always like late. So I decided to do this now. So guys, yesterday I was watching a video. I came upon this video of this girl I follow on YouTube, and she was talking. She's married now. She's newly married, like it's been a year and a few months, and she has this podcast. She was basically talking about abstaining, and she was like, it was basically, the discussion was about, is it worth it to abstain? So I decided like, yes, I want to do this video. And then there's also, I did get like a comment from a girl who, like, now she has like a 2-month-old baby and she's a single mama, and I was like I need to do this video. I don't care if it gets like one view, if just one person sees this, and I hope it's a girl. If you see this, I promise you, like, abstaining is the best gift you can ever give yourself. Because like for me, abstaining is it's kind of self-love. For me, it's self-love, because I do not feel as if when you say you love yourself and you're just giving out yourself to people to abuse, because it's actually abusing your body. It's fornication is actually abuse. It's just, you're abusing your, it's like a crime against your own body, like, you know what I mean? So I personally, like, if you're below 30, you're not even supposed to be thinking about sex. Like, that's how I think. Because normally, like, I do feel as if when you're in your 20s and you're like early 80s, you do not even know anything. You just feel as if you know anything because you've actually grown physically, not mentally. Yes, you've grown mentally from a child to a young adult. That's basically it. But when it comes to experiences of life, the wiser you get, the older you get, the wiser you become. This is what I've learned. Like, I'm already in my 30s and my whole mindset has already changed. Like, how I was thinking when I was like 21, 22 changed when I was like, I guess 25. When I was thinking how, like, now I'm 33. It's just, and then when I see, like, I just see a young girl, then she's pregnant, I'm like, oh God, please don't let this happen to this person, because like, it's a traumatic journey. I think that's the word that I should use, because motherhood is beautiful. Motherhood is a nice place to be. If you want to have kids, you'll enjoy motherhood. Motherhood is the best thing you can ever, in fact, that's God, that's God's way for us to experience love in a physical way, so through our children, our spouses. So these things are very, it's important. Love is everything. God is love. Love is everything. So the issue is not love. The issue is timing. Timing is wrong, because in your 20s you know nothing. In your 20s you're like a student of, you're a student of, like, you're a new student. Everything you're learning, it's new. Everything you're learning is new. Every day, every year, you learn new things. So you're here at your 20s or 18, you're already in a serious relationship. You're even thinking about kids. First of all, that's why when you're 20s, you're thinking about a relationship. You're not actually thinking about marriage. You think about a relationship, and then you marry this, not marry, then you end up living with this guy, or actually dating this guy, or having sex with this guy. Then a child comes, pregnancy comes. Either, I don't know, maybe they decide to stay, which is good, but you're still not married. That's the thing. You're still not married. You're still fornicating. And the consequences of fornicating is, God cannot spare you. Like I keep saying this, God will not spare both of you, not just you. That's why single motherhood comes. That's why toxic relationship, That's why all these things are happening. They're happening because it's not the right time. This is what God is protecting us from. Like, if you're below that, you shouldn't even be thinking about sex. In fact, someone, if you're a girl and you're under 30, you should be focused on your career, your books. You should be like, this is the time you're supposed to be building skills after skills after skill after skill. At your 30s, if you're now financially stable, only when you're financially stable, or only because some people are not like that, very ambitious. Some people are just okay with just having a house and just a few things, maybe a running business. If you're those people, it's fine. From there, you can just wait until the guy comes. Wait until he comes. Don't go looking for them. Wait until the intended man comes to your life. If it's the right guy, trust me, it won't be stressful. It will never be stressful, because God will not give you something that is to stress you. And he will not give you something, he will not give you a man for the sake of testing you, because he cannot test you with a baby. God cannot test you with a baby. So you have to wait, you have to abstain. I don't know how much, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't even know how to emphasize on this, because like, if my life is not an example of why you should abstain, I don't know what is. I don't know what is, because motherhood will cripple you. Parenthood will change you. Like, thinking about another person throughout the day, thinking what they're going to eat, thinking what they're going to wear, thinking how they're going to sleep, thinking what they're going to eat next year, thinking what they're going to wear 5 years from now, thinking how they're going to go. Like, right now I'm thinking of my son, how he's going to go to high school and things like this. These things will drain you mentally, it will drain you physically. If you're young, if you're not mature enough to handle this kind of situation. So abstain until you're married. However old school this sounds, this might sound as if, because we live in a generation where sex has been made to feel as if it's not a big deal. It's not it is a very big deal. Like, it is a very big deal. I'm literally paying all this, like, I'm literally in this situation because I just had sex. So sex has to be a big deal. It's a life-changing situation. It's a life-changing situation. It's not something you're supposed to joke with. And also, personally, I do feel as if I always, like, in my mind, I'm always thinking, like, we normally say, like, men are like this, men are like this, men are this, men are this. We have all these negative things to say about men. But personally, I sit and think, like, the only thing that men want from us is just the only thing, apart from loving us, the only other thing that they can get from us and they want from us, it's very basic. It's sex. It's sex. And then we all know that. We all know these men, all they need, all they want, apart from, because everything, the act of even a man talking to you is basically sexual. Men just see us in a sexual way. It's not something that you can just say it's not happening. It cannot. It's very sexual. 80% of a relationship is sexual. So, if all the young girls, if all their married girls are not having sex, what does that mean? It means married men will go back to their wives. And what does that mean? It means kids will finally get to have a father in their lives. Because all these married men are not even going home anymore. Because why would they even value their wives after all? There are so many girls there who are just having sex and freely, and just the same thing they're supposed to get from their wife, they're getting it from just every Tom, Dick and Harry in the street. So, like, these things, this thing that we have, this valuable thing that we have, we are just throwing it around as if it's not important, as if it's not something that is supposed to be to be respected, and to be like, this is your card, like, this is your last card. To be honest, it is your last card. Practice sexual purity. Let these men go back to their wives. Let these men man up. They cannot man up and they cannot do this. Like, there's no point. This is the only thing that we have. How, like, I don't know how to emphasize this. This is the only thing that we have that they want. So if you're not going to use what we have, to tame these men. It's not going to end. This cycle is not going to end. We're going to be single mothers. We are going this group, because it's now like a group. Like, you're going to join us soon, as long as you're indulging, as long as you're having sex. Soon you're going to join us, and even if you don't join us, you're going to join the other group, the abortion team. The abortion team. Motherhood is not an easy journey. Let me tell you, especially when you're broke. You can't even take care of yourself, first of all. Now you have to take care of someone else, and you do not even have a choice. You cannot run. You cannot hide. You wake up, they are there in the morning. You sleep, they are there. Tomorrow you're thinking what they'll eat. The next week you're thinking about them. You cannot even think about yourself. You'll be lucky even if you won't be speaking to yourself. So, I'm going to end this video with just one word: abstain. It's not worth it if it's at the wrong time. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Motherhood is amazing. Love is a beautiful thing. Marriage is beautiful. I do not know it because I've not experienced it, but I know it's a beautiful thing. I know of course we have successful marriage. We have people who are very, very happy. So I know it's a good place to be. And I know that's also a way of us experiencing God loves in a physical way. So it's a good place to be, only at the right time. Only at the right time. These assets that we have, it's not meant to be distributed to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, because the moment it's all we have. It's all we have. It's the only thing we have that men want. They don't want the heart. They don't want anything. They just want that. Everything is just because of that. So I feel as if we have the power to change the kind of generation we have. I feel as if we have the power to change the men that we have. After all, the only thing we have, the only thing they want, the only thing they want, we have it. And yet they are misbehaving. It only means this thing that we are having, we are misusing it. You're giving it to every Tom. You're giving it to people. You're giving it to every useless. You're giving it to anybody. Anybody just that loves you. Like anybody that, you're a beautiful girl, you're a beautiful woman, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're everything. Of course they're going to love you. So like, it's not, don't be surprised, or just don't be blown away just because this guy is showing you love. That's just, of course, you are you. You are you. So yeah, I'm going to end this video. We abstain until marriage, team purity until marriage. And even if you already have children, like me, I already have kids, and I've been on this sexual in purity journey for a long time, and I already have children. But I am not going to risk. I'm not going to risk again. I'm not going to start to, oh my God, until marriage. That's all I'm going to say right now. Until marriage. And also remember, marriage doesn't guarantee you that you're not gonna be like doing it alone, but marriage gives you security. It assures you like this child is going to be taken care of. There's law, the law governs, the law protects this child. So in a marriage institution, it's better, it's better, it's good, it's better. And also it has to be a God-fearing man, because if you pick all these, a man who does not even know the Bible, a man who does not even know what he's supposed to, because a man who knows the Bible knows his role in the society, he knows his role in a house, he knows his role as a father, he knows his role as a husband, he knows his role as a leader. So a man who does not know the Bible, I don't think, why would you even want to be with someone like that? Because it's gonna lead to the same thing. This is going to lead to the same thing. So you have to be wise. Sexual purity. If you already have kids, abstain. If you even do not have, abstain. Even if you do have, just Wait. The older you get, the better, the wiser you become. Wait. You don't, like, you're only 20. You're gonna be here until you're 90, you're 100. Why are you rushing things? Why are you rushing? Why are you rushing? In fact, let me tell you, when you get to your 30, you realize you are rushing for no reason, because now at your 30, everybody's busy with their lives. Your friends are busy, everybody's busy with their lives. So you're not hanging out anymore like you used to. So actually, if you actually want to have children, this is exactly the right time to have children, when you're at your 30s, because everybody is busy living their lives then. Your friends are becoming mothers, those that wanted to be mothers. People are investing, people are just that's the time where you see, that's the time where you should have kids, if you want to have children, at your 30s and at your early 40s. And I know someone will be like, oh, well, but you're late 40s, early 40s is too late. Late for who? Late for who? Who is it late for? Do you want to, like, how many kids do you even plan to have? It's not like we live in a, do you even have money to maintain all these children? Stop thinking, stop pressuring yourself. Oh, I'm gonna be too old. No, 40, it's not old. 40 is not old. What will you be doing at 40s? Because at 40s you'll be financially stable if you plan things right. So there's nothing to do at your 40s, there's nothing to do at your 30s. So if you had your kids at your 20s, of course you're like me, you're here now, you're planning your future right now. Late at your 30s, this is why now I'm running to YouTube, I'm running to school, I'm running, studying, I have so much to do right now. Not, which is good, because at your 30s there's nothing to do. At 30s there's nothing to do. For me personally, I don't club, I just, for me that feels like I'm just in a place where just sitting down with my friends and having actual real conversation about life and money and future plans. That's what's basically happening at my 30s. That's basically the kind of relationship I have with my friends. Yeah, so abstain. Guys, I'm going to end this video right here, and I'm going to continue with what I have so much to do. And I know I don't know, I've been blabbing so much. I feel as if I struggle to express myself in words. Like I have the script in my head, and the moment I want to speak it, it's just, I don't know, I seem to mumble a lot, but I know you got the point. Stay away from men. Stay away from men. The only man you're supposed to be with is the man that is your husband, the man that has just proved by choosing you and marrying you. That one, in a situation like that, you can just take a risk, because it's still a risk. You can take that risk, and if he's a God-fearing man, then you're not taking any risk, because and you should pray, and also pray, like the prayer thing, like you should always pray. So that anyone that is not the one like meant for you, so that they will just not come your way, because it's just not, love is not enough. Just being loved by a person is not, you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're just the way you are, you're gonna be loved, even if you're not beautiful, even if everybody is beautiful in a different way. So there's always gonna be someone who's going to love you. So being loved is not a big deal. So don't don't give in to everything just because someone is showing an act of love. That's just a bare minimum, to be honest. Love is just a bare minimum. Security is everything. Because someone who loves you will not want to ruin your future. Because when you're dating someone, and then this person is planning to have a child with you without even marrying you, because let me tell you, men are very manipulative. Have you watched, like, I do watch like these TikTok videos, and then someone would be like, men are manipulative to a point that they would just have a child with you just to see you suffer. Yeah, just to ruin you. Why? Because we're not meant to understand them, and because they're just wired differently. I do not have anything against men. I know, yes, I've been traumatized a lot by men. My biggest fear is men. I don't want a relationship. I don't even know. Like, I know I want to get married, but I just I think I'm gonna wait until I'm around at my 40, because every day I'm learning new things. This year already I've learned so much. I learn new things every time, and I also grow as a person. And the things that I was liking last year is definitely not the things I like now. And the best part of it, like, oh, I'm born again now, and that's just my biggest pride. That's my pride right now, because now that I'm reading the Bible, I get to understand it. In fact, there was a time I thought the Bible was about like people's life. It was about like, I was assuming it was about like Abraham's life. Then there was this person called Saul's life. No, it's not even like that. The Bible is about a king and a kingdom. It's about a royal family. So, and then in the Bible, it has some words in the Bible, they are written like in the present. You understand? Then the Bible has, it's like a life hack. It's like a menu. It's like a menu. There's life, and then you're given a menu. So living life and just walking through life without a menu, ni kubahatisha. You do not have the script of this game, because life is a game. There's a script, and the Bible has the answers. It's so crazy. Like, everything you want, the answer is in the Bible. If you want wealth, go read the book of Proverbs. Everything is there. Everything is there. Anything you want, it's in the Bible. If it's trials, how should I pray? What should I do? It's in the Bible. There's so many. Reading a Bible is so important. This, like, it is the best thing you can ever do to yourself. Just knowing, because sometimes, let me tell you, when they say knowledge is power, when they say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of understanding, wisdom, knowledge. The Bible is always talking about knowledge, wisdom, understanding all the time. It's true. Everything is hidden in the Bible. Everything is written. Everything is hidden. The only thing you have to do is just take your Bible and just open it and read. Because all these things we are doing them because we do not know. We do it because we, as a human, we have to experience things to know things, to understand it. I had to experience the things I've experienced in my life to even be able to come sit down and make a video and tell you it's not worth it. Sex before marriage is not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just a good. It's actually, well, it's distraction. That's the word. It's a distraction. I promise you, it's a distraction. And because life is a journey, and we all have, like, assuming all of us, like, assuming all your age mates, all the children that were born the same day you were born, because so many kids are born in a day, they start the journey with you the same day, the same time. On the way, you get pregnant. Of course, you're left behind. Then continue. You smoke, you drink, more distraction. You're still left behind. Others continue. Every time you get into a relationship, after the relationship, you have to take time to heal. You must heal, whether you like it or not. So, actually, even just having a relationship takes so much from you, like, mentally. Just, you're supposed to be selfish with yourself. You're supposed to be very, very, very selfish with yourselves. And you're supposed to have a plan. You're supposed to even have a plan. When am I going to have this child? If you want to have a child. And if they come, they're only going to come because you cannot say this kid came by mistake. No, you sinned. You fornicated. Then now you have to pay these. And it's for the rest of your life. Yeah. You know why I know it's for the rest of your life? Like, there was a time I was broke, and who did I call? I called my dad, and I was like, Dad, I want to pay I cannot pay my rent this month. I need you to help me. It never ends. My dad is 60s, I'm 33. So a child is a forever thing. You don't get to rest. You do not get to rest from spending. Yeah? It's so much. So before you indulge in the act, remember, Remember, there's going to be consequences. And even if it's not going to be pregnancy, it's going to be just something will happen. You see these people talking about this toxic relationship, and then you see this just please guys, please. And when the time comes, make sure it's a God-fearing man. I promise you will not regret that part. A God-fearing man, a man who knows his Bible, a man who's a leader, a man who's a mentor, especially the mentor part. Just don't pick every Tom and Dick and Harry just to have. You just date them just because they are loving you. Love is a bare minimum. Flowers, money, those are bare minimum. He has to be a mentor. He has to be a role model. He has to be a leader. He has to be a prayer warrior. He has to be anything, everything like Jesus. Yeah, so I'm going to end my vlog here. I'm going to end it this time around here. I'm not going to continue. So I'm going to continue with what I wanted to do. I have so much to do, as I've said in the beginning, but I'm sorry if I mumbled a lot in this video, because I do struggle with expressing myself with words. Yeah, I think I do struggle expressing myself, because sometimes I have the words in my head, but I can't just express it with words. But abstain. Don't join us. You're not special. You're not special. And that's the thing. When I see someone thinking, oh, as long as you're not married, it will happen. The only thing that can save you, let me tell you, the only thing can save you if you're unmarried is if you have a relationship and you're not having sex with this person, and this man understands. He understands the value of purity, the value of waiting until after marriage. With that, you can have, because the issue is not having a relationship, the issue is not men, the issue is if you do this, you're going to face this. There's also punishment, there's consequences for every act, including sexual act. Okay, so bye.